Hey everybody, Fiolas here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Heartgold. Last time, we defeated a rival who stole a Pokemon. And we made our way up to Route 30, all the way up to Route 30 with our new Pokemon, Sparus. This time, we're going to go through Route 31. Not that long of a route, actually, but there's actually one new Pokemon here. Not you, Pidgey. You know what? For this new Pokemon, I'm actually going to go ahead and use Jasmine for it because I do want to catch it for a quest later on. So, there you are. Bellsprout. Bellsprout, not a terrible Pokemon. Bellsprout is a more offensive Pokemon with good attacks, special attacks while being open to many attacks. You wouldn't think Bellsprout is that good, but hey, look at Swirltoad's the Soul Whip and Leaf Green. You can learn a thing or two with Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain and such, but though those moves aren't until much later. You can't learn many good moves. And another thing to know is that once you evolve in the Victory Ball, you can't learn any other moves till the 40s. So yeah, so anyways, grass Pokemon are pretty good, especially this Bellsprout. However though, there's one thing I do want to say though. Evolutions with stones, I kind of want to defer away. Trust me on this, if they evolve with a stone, they will be extremely difficult to obtain. As in, like, the stones, they're typically not obtained until very, very late in the game. Or there's another way, but that way is beyond RNG bullcrap. So yeah, so I do want to go ahead and catch one for a side quest. Okay, do your soul whipping. Now, this is actually kind of why I kind of deferred away from using a Geodude, because I was thinking about using Geodude here. However, though, coming up, we'll be having to deal with a lot of Bellsprouts. Put one and one together, and that would be a very deadly combination. But we got Bellsprout. Even though its body is extremely skinny, it's violently fast when catching its prey. I'm not going to name it, it's just going to be used for a side quest. Now we'll probably do this episode, so I'm going to go ahead and bring Sparus back up to the lead. So now then, there's this little cave here. Welcome to Dark Cave with this dank music. Bum 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 bum. Now then, there's actually two new Pokemon in here. First of which, not you, Geodude. Is this it? Yep, Zubat. Zubat as a Pokemon, it's rather decent. Just early level Zubats are extremely hassle to level up because they have very bad moves. Supersonic will pretty much be the best move it gets until it gets Wing Attack in the mid-teens. However though, once it evolves into Golbat, it loses its luggage category and becomes pretty decent because it does have a decent move pool and all that such. Once it evolves with Friendship, it evolves into Crobat. Crobat is very good, it's extremely fast and can hit pretty decently hard, not only that but it has a decent move pool. All around, I would say it is a very decent Pokemon to use. I would say, go ahead and use it. Just leveling up will be a little bit difficult. So, I know there's something here. There it is. Right here we get ourselves a potion, kind of like the main reason we came in here. There's other loot in here probably, but I won't be getting it right now. It's kind of a little bit too dark to see. Now then, there's one other Pokemon here. How should I say this? Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a Pokemon that people have been wanting evolution for a long time. Generally, it's very mediocre. It's decent early game, but late game, it kind of falls apart. Generally, I would kind of say pass on Dunsparce. What else is it besides horrible stats and decent move pool? It's a 1% encounter. Yeah, it's extremely rare. As like it's rare for now, however, though coming up pretty soon we will be able to get it more commonly. Just right now, it's kinda rare. And generally I would say pass on it. For how rare it is, it's not worth it. So that is all the new things here. So now then, this guy right here. I walked too far today looking for Pokemon. My feet hurt and I'm sleepy. If I were a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. This guy will be useful for a side quest later. Anyways, right here we get an apricorn tree. It's a bulk apricorn, not a black apricorn. It's a bulk apricorn. Get it right, people. It's a bulk. There we go. Now, then coming down here, this is somewhat of a trainer of interest. I'm just going to say this now. I know this guy is a phone number trainer. I got a bunch of Pokemon. Let me battle with you. Well, we won't be doing too much battling this episode, but I do know this trainer will be of interest because he is a phone call trainer. I don't remember where all the phone call trainers are. This is only my third playthrough of the game, but I do know where generally they are. So yeah. But I will be trying to go for all the phone calls. Well, a couple counter examples, but for the most part I will. So come on, Wade. Let me just peck you to death. Because I know Sparse will get a lot of experience coming up. Beep boop. And finally another Caterpie. I know this guy does have a Weedle though. Beep boop. And good night. And finally a Weedle. There we go. Yeah, not much really to do here. Just pecking it to death. So yeah. There we go. And Sparse grew to level 7. Getting strong. Aww. That's right, aw. You're awesome, I like you. I look for Pokemon here every day. When I hit Tallgrass, I find all kinds of berries. If you'd like, I'd share some. Can I get your phone number? Yeah, sure. This guy will be kind of useful. You'll hear from me as soon as I find anything you might like. Okay, right down here we get ourselves a Pokeball. Kinda useful. So yay! Nay! So, we gotta go take our way out. There we go. I found a good Pokemon Dark Cave. I'm gonna raise on and take on Falkner. He's the leader of Violet City's gym. So that's something we could do. So this episode probably won't be that long. Oh, hello, Lyra. I knew it was you, Potato. How'd you get past me? Here's something neat for surprise me, Potato. We obtained the VS Recorder. The VS Recorder can record your Pokemon battles. I have to go now. I won't let you pass me again. Let's go, Meryl. So we have another rivalry. Yes, Lyra is kind of a useless rival, if I must say so myself. But here in Violet City, care for traditional buildings around here. That's why even the Pokemon Center are painted in a bit somberly to blend in. So yeah, so I actually like this. Different Pokemon Centers and such. To be honest, on my first playthrough, I thought this was the gym, saying, wait, is that the gym? Nope, this is the gym, but we can't do anything in the gym right now, but I do want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to this tree, I want to talk to you. Bonjour, you are trainer. Battle gym leader. When you did? No, I don't even know where he is. Is that so? Then study shall you. Follow me. So yeah, so this guy leads you to the trainer school. Yeah, teacher I am. Good is you study here. So I think there's some decent stuff in here. Do you say anything different? Earl, I am. Wonderful, our Pokemon, yes. Teach you I will to be a better trainer. What do you want to know? Want to be winner is you. Good, teach you I will. In battle, Pokemon top on list. The walking ones jump out first. Change order and list, make battle easy, maybe. More from me, want to hear. So, want to know how to raise Pokemon well? Fine, teach you I will. If Pokemon come out in battle even briefly, some experience it gets. Watch out weak Pokemon. Keep out weak Pokemon. Switch in battle quick. This way, weak Pokemon very strong become. More from you want to hear, yes. So, want to know how to battle well? Fine, teach you I will. Pokemon have goods and bads because many types. High level Pokemon not always win if bad types. Pokemon with good types for the foe you choose. Smart battle it is. I just wanted to talk to him because his funny accent. I know something around here gives you something. Was it you? I know one of these people has something good. Was he... Am I thinking wrong? Oh yeah, this guy. He's the group guy. So if you talk to him, you'll be able to make a group. I've kind of failed to recognize this, but there is also another guy in July City back in Pokemon Platinum that also did this. So you can become groups and such, yeah. So I'm not going to do this group because I kind of don't have any friends. So yeah, so that's about it. Anyways, right here we get ourselves a rock that we can't bust yet. Oop, I forgot something. There's something very important here. In fact, there's a couple things important. First up, I want to talk to you. I collect Pokemon. Do you have a Bellsprout? Want to trade for my Onix? Wouldn't you know it, I just got a Bellsprout. So now we can trade this Bellsprout away, which is kinda useful actually. So yay, first trade! Yeah, there's many trade evolutions in this trades in this game. This is the first one. You get Onix. So Onix Bio, because it's rather unexpected. Onixes, these Pokemon are kind of a lot like Bellsprout. Not Bellsprout, Geodudes. Many weaknesses, generally air. However, though, its usefulness can become pretty decent though. Because of its well, it has very high defense, especially if defense is kind of lackluster. Yeah, got me my Bellsprout, thanks. So, yep. Anyways, continuing on with Onix, it's generally alright. I mean, it's good early game, however, though, leveling up, once it surpasses level 10, it'll start ignoring you, so, yay. Now then, Steelix. Steelix is, it'll be a lot easier to you to catch a Steelix much later on. It'll be lucky with a Magnemite later on. It's the only way you can get Steelix. Steelix gets a defense cranked up to infinity, making it very good. It loses quad weaknesses, making it always so very good. However, though, traders need to get Steelix, so if you want to go ahead and use this Onix, go ahead. Just remember that getting Steelix will be a pain in the butt. Just later on, you'll be able to get yourself a Steelix easily. So no big if you can't trade to win and such. So yeah, so that's all I really have to say here. Now then, there is another thing I do want to go over. I want to go ahead and well, it kind of ties in with the Pokemon Center. There's one thing in the Pokemon Center I do want to talk about, but there's also another route we can go ahead and explore. And right here, we get ourselves an apricorn tree. Is this a, what I think it is? It's a yellow. Not yellow, a yellow apricorn. So, goody for me. So, anyways, what I do want to go ahead and do is go over the new Pokemon on this route to the south. We don't have much access to this place yet, but later on we will. So that's also pretty good. So anyways, going on to into this grass, there's actually several new Pokemon here that can be very useful to you coming up. So what's the survey generator going to say first? Not you, Rattata. So I guess derping about, the first new Pokemon we can encounter here is Mareep. Mareep is a very useful and very good Electric-type Pokemon. It might not be the fastest, but sure as hell it is useful. It evolves level 15, level 30, pretty decent move pool. And yeah, so level 30, it can be very useful, especially by the time it gets to about level 30. There's many things for it to be very useful for. Generally, Mareep is very good, and for the first gym, I strongly recommend Mareep. I would use Mareep, but I've kind of used Mareep a couple times before, so yeah. Next up, Hoppip. Oh, Hoppip, how much you suck. Hoppip is pretty mediocre stats, except for speed. Okay, bulk. It primarily uses status moves to get the advantage with some moves like spores and such, but generally, it's a stalwart. That's about it. Not much really useful. Downsides, its stats are not the best. It does evolve. Not really easily, but it is kind of decent. Don't regularly recommend it. It's a decent spore, but that's about it. Nothing really I could really say. Next up, Wooper. Found at night. Wooper is alright. It's slow and does not have the best specials, but it has decent attack and defense, making it a pretty bulky Pokemon. It has decent move pool, access to many good moves such as Blizzard and such. Now, and plus, it does have a quad weakness to grass, being potential resistance, but that's all the reason. That's the only weakness it has. Is quad times 4 weakness to grass. I cannot talk today. With that aside, you need a good water-type Pokemon, then Wooper might be for you. Hello, Bellsprout. And the final new Pokemon here on this route, Ekans. Ekans, Soul Silver players get one extra Pokemon with Ekans, version exclusive. Ekans is actually pretty decent, it has decent stats all around. Intimidate is very useful, and it might not be that bad of a Pokemon for you to use because of general bulkiness, because it does have pretty decent stats. I mean, nothing like too amazing, but early game, it gets its EVs, not only that, but it has a pretty diverse move pool, access to moves, even like Earthquake once it evolves into Arbok. Generally, I would say it's a decent Pokemon to use. Now then. So, what's special about those? Well, I kind of want to tie that in because there's one other thing I do want to kind of go over, since it's kind of like a loose tie-in and such. Kind of like a derping about episode. So, Pokemon Center. There's something kind of special here. So, I'm going to go much similar to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. There's a trainer in Jubilife City that gives you special things. This is one of those trainers. One of those special people. They give you different wallpapers. However, though, there's something else about the wallpapers. So it ties in with your ID number, so you can type it into a site that is randomly generated, but there's generally some good stuff you can do it. So 47857. So you're able to get yourself many decent things, many fun things. However, though, there are some other things you can do here. Things called Pokemon eggs. So you can go ahead and talk to this guy. You'll be able to get yourself Pokemon eggs. I kind of want to tie this in here because I do want to do Sprout Tower next episode, but that's the only thing we have left to do. But this guy, you can talk to him, you can get eggs. There's 3 eggs you can possibly get. This is exclusive to Platinum. There's also like other wallpapers you can get, but I'll be going over that much later on. But I do want to go over these eggs since these Pokemon are here. You get Mareep, Wooper, and Slugma. As for eggs, so nothing really special nothing really that funny besides satisfied forecast for my Mareep, but so yeah, so you can talk to Primo. You're able to get yourself many different Pokemon eggs. There's one that's actually very useful. So what's the odd Pokemon out? That would be Slugma. So for my Slugma, oddly enough, it's a filter. Steel. So go ahead for the other one. I'm not gonna go over like all these because there's like a lot of them that took a lot of time, plus kind of spoilery stuff. But I just want to say this now because you can get Mareep and Wooper in the route before, but you can't get Slugma anywhere until much later. So getting a Slugma now would be very useful. I'm not going to be using Slugma myself, but it can be very useful. So going over Slugma since we're able to get its egg. By the way, Suction Cup Trainers, that's my thing. Is this correct? So you can get this egg. So this egg from me, it's randomly generated. The Slugma egg. I'll be carrying around this egg because I kind of have like no purpose for it. But Slugma is a pretty slow Pokemon. It's pretty slow. Evolves at a decent level. I don't remember the level off the top of my head. I don't really. But anyway, Slugma. It's a decent-ish Pokemon. It has good defense and alright special attack and special defense. However, though, it does have a major cloud weakness to water and ground, which are kind of decently common types. But generally, they are actually pretty good because you're able to get yourself another Fire-type Pokemon this early in the game. The only other time you're able to get yourself a Slugma won't be until very, very late in the game. So getting yourself a Slugma right now would be very good. By the way, I was level 38. I just checked, so kind of late, but generally it is very good, especially that you're able to obtain one so early. And it would be a pretty decent Fire-type Pokemon to use. Much later on, no, but right now, pretty useful, especially with that decent special attack. It is kind of slow, so leveling up will be pretty difficult, but once it evolves into Magcargo, you can serve yourself pretty nicely, I guess. I know, it's kind of decent-ish. But that's actually a kind of special thing, because I do want to go over that. Now, there's other things we can kind of do around the city. I mean, not really too much. besides voice cracks up the wazoo. So, there's actually one other thing I want to do. Go ahead and go over to this area. Now then, to the south of here, it will say Ruins of Alph North Entrance. We can't do anything much about the Ruins of Alph quite yet, but I do want to talk to you. Yo, haven't you had trouble with the boulder blocking your way? Of course you have. For people like you, there's an HM that will come to your rescue. HM06 Rock Smash. It contains Make 'em Faint Rock Smash. You can use it to smash boulders even once you've earned the Violet City Gym Badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard for Pokemon to forget once they've learned them. You should think carefully which one should learn it. So yeah, so now then, we really don't have much we can do, except take on the gym, which we can't right now. As you can see this now, we cannot take on the gym. And to the north. Come on. If you... Oh no. And up to the north, across this bridge, we have Sprout Tower. Next time in Pokemon Heartgold, we take on Sprout Tower. See you guys then.